maybe of all the crowds I've done that joke to, the crowd that would most relate to it didn't seem to really care for it.
Think about it every night. Don't let this house fall down. The Lord left long ago.
It is Thursday. I am driving to East Lansing. I am opening up for my buddy Andy Woodhull. Looking forward to seeing my buddy again. He just had a baby a few weeks ago. Can't wait to talk to him about being a dad and stuff. Doing this show, coming right home. Gotta watch the kids tomorrow. After that, I am going to Columbus on Saturday. That'll be fun. I'm working with another old buddy, Dan Swartwout, for a cancer charity show. That'll be good. I have been just fighting depression. I've been in a funk lately. Today is one of those days where I just do not feel funny. That's part of the job, you know? You don't just do comedy when you're in a great mood and you want to make people laugh. Sometimes you do comedy when you feel like shit. Like I've said it before, some of the best sets of my life were when I was the most miserable. So I'm hoping to have one of those, right? But yeah, that's all I got. Just kind of bummed out about the struggle and everything. But yeah, it's fine. I'll be okay. It's gonna be fun. I am to see Andy. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna do the show. Gonna hang out afterwards, and then head home, sleep in my own bed. All right. Well, enjoy.
And I'm 19 years into stand-up comedy. I'm living my dream. I love it. But also, nobody knows who the hell I am. And it's a weird experience, you know? Sometimes I get to open for one of my friends, and we park, and it's in the theater, and we go through the back, and it's amazing. And it's like, wow, my friend's doing really well. And then it's just like a side room. Let's go check out Andy's room. A little bigger, a little better. Hi.
Thank you. Great job, everyone. Raising money for a great cause. All of this money goes to a great cause. One of the things that has made this possible is we've raised, what is it, 200,000 you said? We're getting there. One of the things that has made this possible is I have had tremendous friends of mine who are world-class comedians come to this show. It's a Saturday night, it's a big night to work, and they're here because they support the cause and they want to be a part of something that's so wonderful that this is. Guy coming to the stage I've known for probably 15, 20 years. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for my friend Cronin!
So I am almost home Sunday. Did the show in Columbus last night. It was all right. It was great to see Dan Swartwout. The crowd wasn't super great. Now it's a charity show. It's for cancer. I thought that doing jokes about my dad having cancer and fighting cancer and the reality of being with someone who has cancer would work. And nah, not really. Maybe of all the crowds I've done that joke to, the crowd that would most relate to it didn't seem to really care for it.
We have fun so far? My dad died. Thank you, yeah. That's the only way to get this job. My dad died actually he died of esophageal cancer a few years back. And so, I mean, I get it, I know, we live that. When you have someone that you love die of cancer, you learn a lot, obviously, you guys know. And what you learn the most is that you get so much reverence for that person, right? You want to suck up all the wisdom they got before they go. But it doesn't change who they are. And as I said, I love my dad, I had a great dad. Also, very flawed man. There's no one to get better advice from someone who's fucked up every other decision they've ever made in their whole life. One time I went to him, I was like, Dad, I think I got a girl pregnant. He goes, don't worry, buddy, this happened to me 6 times. I only have 2 brothers. What do you mean 6 times? 5 months before I went to fly down to Florida to say goodbye to him. Both of us knew this was it. We only got 4 days together, and I'd never seen my dad. And the whole point of the trip was just to have a nice goodbye, no drama, and just have a nice little memory. And on the second day, my dad decided to try to switch cell phone companies over the phone. My dad was not tech savvy. I am tech savvy, and I don't know how you switch cell phone companies over a phone. I thought you had to go to the store, it took 4 hours, you were pissed, it ruined your day, you went home. I check in on 3 hours into this, I go, how's it going, Dad? And he's just screaming into the phone, what the fuck is a SIM card? He had throat cancer, he could barely talk, and he's screaming at this guy on the phone, screaming at my mom, and finally I grab it from him, I go, give me that, go lay down. I take care of it for another 3 hours. 1/4 of one of the 4 days we had together was spent on this. And I left that room and I realized that everyone else in my family was as mad at him as I am. Right? We all know he's gonna die in a few months. We're like, well, look who fucked up the weekend again. It's Kevin, isn't it?
Really weird crowd. There was 2 jokes of mine that top to bottom destroyed. And everything else was about 40-50% of the crowd liked it, and the rest didn't care for it. I tried to do stuff shitting on Dan and the magician and didn't care for that. I did a joke about a guy in the crowd. They didn't like that. Didn't like dirty stuff. There were like 5 or 6 people who genuinely loved the show and told me so afterwards, at least. There was a guy maybe 4 feet away from me after the show who had watched 4 other people walk up to me and say, that was awesome, that was a really great show. And then we made eye contact multiple times after they said that, and he didn't say anything to me, which was unfortunate, but it was still fun to see Dan. Overall, it was a good time, great payday, not mad about that. And the people who ran it seemed to be happy with it, so that's all that matters. After the show, I had the choice of driving 5 hours home in the dark, or what I thought would rather be fun, would be rather fun, that still sounds weird in my ear, would be to drive down to Cincinnati, which is an hour and a half away, and see my old buddy Tom Dustin, who's at Gobananas, surprise him. It also happened to be the manager of the club's 50th birthday, Mikee Kurtz, who is my comedy daddy in a lot of ways. He's my comedy faja. He was kind of the first guy to believe in me and give me a shot. I don't know if I've told this on the podcast, but I was about 3 years into open mics, doing consistently well, but I guess hadn't put together a cohesive set that worked every time. But Mikee liked me and wanted me to work the club. So what he did was he said, how about you host every open mic until you're ready to host a weekend? And so I did that for about a year, hosted every single open mic every Wednesday, and then people in the scene who ran open mics outside of the club also took advantage of that to the point where they called it the meat spot, which was my old nickname, Meat. I hosted almost every show in Cincinnati 4 days a week for almost a year. It was brutal, it was hard. Eventually I got to be that host. Owe it all to Mikee, and as a way of thanking him, when I got my first album, it was an all digital release, but I got a plaque with 1 CD on it, the only physical copy of it, and I gave that to Mikee, and that is in his office. So appreciate Mikee, love him, glad to see him for his 50th birthday, even though he was hammered and I didn't really talk to him, and I hung out with Tom Dustin. But I'm excited to see him in a couple weeks. Got up early this morning, had lunch with Tom Dustin, and then hit the road. I'm getting home way later than I should have been. It's dark, it's snowy, I'm almost home. Overall, a great week. I'm so glad I went and saw Tom. went to Cincinnati. Got 2 more shows this week. Again a Thursday and again a Saturday in completely different places in Michigan and Ohio. It's gonna be great. All right, y'all take care now. Bye-bye.
Well, it's not like we don't try. It's worth it every single night. Don't let this house fall down. The Lord left long ago.
All right, so we got one more comic. Whenever I always put somebody really funny at the end, and this guy, he headlines all over the country. He's really funny. He's gonna bring it home for us. So please put your hands together for the very funny Mike Cronin.
Hi, I'm your last white guy tonight. It's good to be here. One fun fact about Brad is that his hat and his hair are connected.